Say the girl, Spider-Man. Valorant Champions will add at least one gift sub for every other 5 gift subs now until October 1st. Oh, boo! Stinky! I don't want a gift sub from Valorant. Fuck you! Damn. Holy. That is a strong card. This is in the Spider-Man set? Say the girl, Spider-Man. We're probably not going to get any of these, right? The spectacular Spider-Man things. I don't think so. We're definitely not getting any of the comic art. Because I don't buy collectors boxes. Those are expensive. And I don't know if they're super worth it, in my opinion. I'd be happy with this one. This card sounds pretty cool. Just looks rad. Alright, well. Let's just jump into it, shall we? You know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm unplugging my keyboard. We don't need it. We don't need it. It's useless. Oops. Magic the Gathering Marvel's Draft Archetypes. Modified. Upgrade Doc and your other scientists. Blah blah blah. We're gonna be here for a while. So I actually got these in yesterday? The day before? Something like that. Wow, I barely even touched it. It's already ripping open. Look at that. Yo! This first card is already fire! I got a fucking hot dog! Token artifact, it's a food. Over there. Just with an authentic New York City delicacy. What the fuck? Why is this upside? Why is this back? These have been resealed, bro. No. Cause, wait, what? Oh, cause it's I'm never mind. I'm just wait. They might be. Aren't they supposed to come out facing forward? These are This is double-sided, that's why. Robot. And it has flying. It's a cool looking fucking robot though. Like, dang. I don't know why it opened like that. Oh, I guess. Never mind. I think I'm just dumb. Anyway, Scorpion Sting. Pretty cool. Pretty cool looking instant. I like Spider-Man. Say the girl, Spider-Man. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. That's nice. Wild Pack Squad. At the beginning of combat on your turn, up to one target creature gains first strike and vigilance until end of turn. That's pretty good. That's not a bad card. Unstable Experiment. Target player draws a card, then up to one target creature you control connives. And conniving is to draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, put a 1/1 counter on that creature. I'm something of a scientist myself. It's pretty cool. Taxi Driver. Human Pilot. For one colorless, and tapping it, target creature gains haste until end of turn. It's not terrible. I don't play red, so I don't know how good that actually is. Doesn't sound bad. Subway Train. When this vehicle enters, you may put a green mana. If you do, search your library. Wait, you may pay a green mana. If you do, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, and put it in your hand, then shuffle. That's not bad. For early game, at least. A 3-mana land. I don't think that's horrible. Skyward Spider. She has Ward 2. And whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent pays, counter it unless that player pays 2. This creature is flying as long as it's modified. It's nice art. Yo, I got the fucking hot dog card! When this artifact enters, create a food token. And then I can tap to add 1 mana of any color. That's not horrible. That's not bad at all. Lurking Lizards. It has trample, and whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Alien Symbiosis. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1, has menace, and is a symbiote in addition to its other types. You may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs. It's pretty neat. Spider-Man UK? Oi, bruv. I got the Brexit Spider-Man. Web Slinging 2. Web Slinging for 2 colorless and a white. You may cast a spell for 2 colorless and a white, and if you also return your tapped creature you control to its owner's hand. That doesn't even seem good. It only costs 1 extra mana if you don't web sling it. At the beginning of your end step, if 2 or more creatures entered the battlefield under your control, you draw a card and gain 2 life. That wouldn't sound great. Oh, I didn't show it actually. Because I didn't show Brexit Spot, man. Oi, bruv. I got Shocker! You can't escape me! During your turn, Shocker has first strike. Vibro Shock Gauntlets. When Shocker enters, he deals 2 damage to target creature and 2 damage to that creature's controller. Mock him at your peril. It's pretty funny. You can't escape me. Ooh, Anti-Venom. Horrifying Healer. Legendary creature, Symbiote Healer. When Anti-Venom enters, if he was cast, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Cool. If damage would be dealt to Anti-Venom, prevent that damage and put that many 1/1 counters on him? That sounds kind of crazy. That guy's cool. Yo, Spider Rex, the Daring Dino. He has Reach and Trample, and he has Ward 2. On Earth 66, Pitarker learned that with Grr power comes Grass ability. That's so fire. That's a fire ass card. Ooh, and I got a full art swamp. Look at that. It's nice. I thought I saw that when I hit best match. 19 cents. Sheesh. I don't know why people are saying this set sucks. First pack and it's already fire. I don't like how easily these open though. And they always open backwards. I don't know if they've always done that. I can't remember. I have to go watch. I have to go back and watch the other ones. Illusion Villain. It's a token creature. Hey Mysterio, wanna go ride the Mystery Go round? That's cute. I like Mysterio. Mysterio was a favorite of mine as a kid. A spider. It has reach. Spiders are truly a marvel. I hate spiders. Spiders are gross, and I don't like them. Probably should separate these, but oh well. I'll do that later. Another taxi driver. We've seen him. Merciless Enforcers. They have lifelink, and for 3 colorless and a black, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. That's not great. So that's 4 mana to deal 1 damage to everyone. Which I guess you can like. Montana, Fancy Dan, Ox, you guys are so brave to keep dressing like that, and I'm the one wearing spandex. It's a cute Spider-Man quote. Wild Pack Squad, we've seen Whoosh. It's an instant. It has Kicker for 1 colorless and a blue. You may pay this additional cost as you cast this spell. And if you just pay its base cost, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. That's pretty good. And if you pay the kick cost, if the spell was kicked, draw a card. Not horrible, I guess, but I think there are other cards out there that just do that better. Angry Rabble. They have Trample, and it says whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. For 5 colorless and a red, you can put 2 1/1 counters on this creature. Activate only as a sorcery. You're a menace and a crook, Spider-Man. Jamison was right. I hope I get J. Jonah Jameson. That's gonna be fire. Scout the City. It's a sorcery and you can choose 1. Look around. Mill 3 cards. You may put a permanent card from among them into your hand. You gain 3 life. And then bring down. Destroy target creature with flying. That's not bad. That's not a bad 2 cost. I'm okay with that. Spider-Bot. It's an artifact creature. It has reach, and when this creature enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, then shuffle and put the card on top. That's some early game ramp. There's better ramp out there, but that's some early game ramp. Spider Manifestation. Cool. It has reach, and then it's a mana dork for either red or green. And then whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, you can untap this creature. Some spiders feed on other spiders. Ew. Silver Sable, Mercenary Leader. When Silver Sable enters, put a 1/1 counter on another target creature. Whenever Silver Sable attacks, target modified creature you control gains lifelink until end of turn. That's not terrible. Boom! 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 I've been seeing that apparently the Costco guys got arrested because they were saying 5 big booms on an airplane. I don't know how true that is. I have visual on the target. Wild Pack, provide cover. I'm going in. Terrific Team Up. This spell costs 2 colorless less to cast if you control a permanent with mana value 4 or greater. 1 or 2 target creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. They each deal damage equal to their power to target creature an opponent controls. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. The art's really cool. It's just Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5, which I'd have to finish. That's another game we started on stream and never finished. God damn. Hey, Miles, are you busy at the moment? I just like reading the little splash art because, oh my god, we just pulled the best card in the game. We actually just pulled the best card in all of Magic the Gathering. Motherfucking Morbius, bro. We're gonna get 1 more billion wins. He has to be worth a more $1 billion, right? The strongest card in Magic the Gathering. I try to finish games. Too many games come out. My ADHD takes over. He has Flying, Vigilance, and Lifelink. And for a blue and a black, you can exile this card from your graveyard. With the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Cool. Here we got Doc Ock. Dr. Octopus, Master Planner. I like that they're all the comic book versions, so he looks fucking goofy with his green ass spandex. Other villains you control get +2/+2. That doesn't seem bad. He's a 4/8, but he's also 7 mana. Your maximum hand size is 8. Okay. At the beginning of your end step, if you draw... If you have fewer cards than 8 cards, draw cards equal to the distance? Okay, that's pretty good. No matter what, you always have 8 cards? That's pretty nice. Soon, all will have power before the superior intellect. All will cower before the superior intellect of Dr. Octopus. And I was really hoping he'd go, the power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Starling, aerial ally. I don't know who this is. I don't read comic books, but I do like Spider-Man, and I do know at least a little bit. She has flying, and when Starling enters, another target creature you control gains flying until end of turn. Ah, is that what it's like for people I swing around? I'm gonna throw up. Miles Morales. Suburban Sanctuary. We got Aunt May's house. Yippee! This land enters tapped, and you can add it for, and it's a dual land type, so it's green and white. And then you can, for 4 colorless, you can surveil 1. That's it. So that's cool. Oh my god, another hot dog. Hot dog. I love the hot dog. It's just the same. That's unfortunate. Oh, we got another Spider Rex. But you know, not foil this time. Common Crook. Look at that. When this creature dies, create a treasure token. Just taking the money out for a walk? I love Spider-Man. Selfless Police Captain. This creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it. When this creature leaves the battlefield, put its 1/1 counters on target creature you control. Peter always disappears when Spider-Man is around. How very odd. From Captain George Stacy. We got another Unstable Experiment. Romantic Rendezvous. What the freak? Taking an upside down kiss. Discard a card and then draw 2 cards. Always a decent card. Face it, Tiger. You just hit the jackpot. Mary Jane Watson. What the heck? Masked Meower. Fucking cat Spider-Man? It has haste, and you discard a card and sacrifice this creature to draw a card. Neither criminals nor veterinarians had much luck pinning down the uncatchable Spider Cat. Cool. Gallant Citizen. And it's a card with J. Jonah Jameson in it, though. When this creature enters, draw a card. People cheer for that webbed menace. They should be cheering for my son. I love J. Jonah Jameson. Ooh, mechanical mobster. Look at this guy. Sorry. When this creature enters, exile up to one target card from your graveyard. Target creature you control connives. A man-made made man. You always knew how to get ahead, Silvermane. Sorry, that was a... Whoa, what a weird card. Secret Identity. You can choose one. You can conceal, and until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a citizen with the base power of toughness of 1/1 and gains hexproof. Or you can reveal. Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a hero with the base power and toughness of 3/4 against flying and vigilance. We got another shocker. You can't escape me. Living Brain Mechanical Marvel. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target non-equipment artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 3/3 until end of turn, and then you untap it. Interesting. This was cutting edge when I was a kid. From Peter Parker. Spider-Woman, the Stunning Savior. She has Flying and Venom Blast. Artifacts and creatures your opponents control enter tapped. That's not terrible. To know her is to fear her. And then we got Whoosh as a foil. Oh wait, there's another card here. Another swamp for 19 cents! Oh my god, I'm making my fucking money back, baby. We are fucking gaining money. You are losing money, not buying cards. Buy cards! Another spider token. Ooh, it has... Look at the treasure token, though. You can't know, but sacrifice it. Yeah, okay, it's just... Hey, Doc. I don't think that belongs to you. We got another Spider Rex. I like Spider Rex a lot, actually. Another common crook. You know what I'm gonna do, actually? Hang on. I'm gonna go through this and find my dupes and put them in a separate pile, because I might give some of these dupes to my friends. Shocker was a dupe. Shocker! You can't escape me. I'll follow you to the ends of the earth. Fucking Robobot, then No More Heroes. That was not Robobot. Excuse you. That was Return to Dreamland. It's when you fight the... Oh yeah, we have 2 taxi drivers, I forgot. It's when you fight the spaceship. Cause you really wanna know what maybe the love from below. It's here to stay. No more heroes, it's kill or be killed. You can't try nobody but yourself. No more heroes, no time to stand still if you're gonna be #1. Yeah, I don't want to hear my favorite Kirby game get shafted like that. City Pigeon. This is what we're putting in the Spider-Man set. I love Kerbo. It has flying, and when this creature leaves the battlefield, create a food token. Oh, that was my lunch! Peter Parker. Beetle, Legacy Criminal. Cool. Yeah, it's part of that new gen Kirby. She has flying, and for 1 colorless and a blue, you can exile this card from your graveyard to put a 1/1 counter on a target creature. It gains flying until end of turn, and you can activate it only as a sorcery. Bored with her humdrum existence, Janice Lincoln sought the thrill of her father's life of crime. We got Shock! You can't escape me! Deals 2 damage. If you're going to have a gimmick, embrace it. We got another hot dog cart. One with everything, please. We get under the Skyward Spider. What would Uncle Jonah? Okay, yeah. What would? Sorry, the J. I don't know if you can see it, but the J is really weird and it's cursive and it fucks up my dyslexia. So I thought it was an F. What would Uncle Jonah do if he saw me now? Spider Woman. Rhino's Rampage. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It fights target creature an opponent controls. When excess damage is dealt to the creature an opponent controls this way, destroy up to one target non-creature artifact with mana 3 or less. That's not a terrible card. Spider-Man wasn't looking to fight, but that was all Rhino wanted. We got the Green Goblin, but specifically the Revenant. There's no more heroes. Nowhere to go for your generated ego. No more heroes, yeah. Flying, he has flying and death touch, and whenever Green Goblin attacks, discard a card. Then draw a card for each card you've discarded this turn. That's pretty cool. Robotics Mastery. It has flash, and it's an enchant creature. And when this aura enters, create 2 1/1 colorless robot artifact creature tokens with flying. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2. Mendel Storm didn't just seek revenge, he engineered it. Yo, we got Hydro Man! Whenever you cast a blue spell, if Hydro Man is a creature, he gets +1/+1 until end of turn. At the beginning of your end step, untap Hydro Man. Until your next turn, he becomes a land and gains tap to add a blue. He's not a creature during that time. Well, I always wanted a waterfront view from Spider-Man. Ooh, we got Agent Venom. That's cool. He has Flash and Menace, and whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Wounded in action, Corporal Thompson was offered an experimental way to be all he could be. We got Foil Thwip. That's my best onomatopoeia. It's an instant. Target creature you control gets +2 and +2 and gains flying until end of turn. If it's a spider, you gain 2 life. Yes, this is what being Spider-Man is all about. Swinging through the sky, a New York sky, patrolling the city, every moment a chance to make a difference, to fight the good fight. And then we got another Suburban Sanctuary. I'm not going to give land copies away because, you know, I might want them. We'll see. Even though, you can't have, in a commander deck, you can't have multiple of the same named land, can you? I don't know, who knows, maybe one day I'll build more than one commander deck. Guy in the chair. You can tap him to add 1 mana of any color, that's not bad. And web support. For 2 colorless at a green and tapping him, you can put a 1/1 counter on a target spider and activate only as a sorcerer. Heads up, Miles, there's a disturbance over on 5th. You might want to check it out. Nice. Venom's Hunger. Oh, what that mouse do though. Ugh. This spell costs 2 colorless less to cast if you control a villain. Destroy a target creature and you gain 2 life. Sinner takes all. You got another Starling Aerial ally. Doc Ock's Henchman. Hell yeah. I don't remember them looking that goofy. Then again, they are comic characters, so. They have Flash, and whenever this creature attacks, it connives. Don't be a hero, Gary. We don't get paid enough to scrap with Spider-Man. Steel Wrecking Ball. What the hell? When this artifact enters, it deals 5 damage to target creature. For 1 colorless and a red, you can discard this card to destroy target artifact. Heads up! It's time for a fast game of catch. Yo, Pumpkin Bombardment. Fire. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card or pay 2 colorless. Pumpkin Bombardment deals 3 damage to target creature. Happy Halloween, Spider-Man! From the Green Goblin. Another Spider Bot. Prison Break. Look at those villains in there? Who do we got? We got Rhino. Is that Electro up there? I can't see. We got Rhino, Electro. Wow, I don't know a lot of these guys actually. Then again, I can't tell a lot of these guys. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Dude, where's Big Wheel at? He's a Spider-Man villain, right? Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it. Hey, and it has Mayhem for 3 colorless and a black. You may cast this card from your graveyard. Okay. Anyone who's tired of the slammer, follow us. From Electro. Spider-Man Heroic Horde. What the hell? It's a Spider-Man suit filled with spiders. Ew. It has web slinging for 4 colorless and 2 green. Why would you want that? Can you web sling during anyone's turn? Because this card's only a 2 mana cost, but you can pay 6 mana to cast it. What? When Spider-Man enters, if they were cast using web slinging, oh, okay, you gain 3 life and create 2/2/1 green spider creature tokens with reach. I see. Flash Thompson, Spider fan. He has Flash, and whenever Flash Thompson enters, you can choose one or both. You can Heckle, which is the tap target creature, or Hero Worship, or Hero Worship, which is to untap target creature. No one cares about your Spider-Man obsession, Flash. Yo, Lizard! Connor's Curse. Look at my boy. He has Trample and Lizard formula. When Lizard, Connor's Curse, enters, up to 1 other target creature loses all abilities and becomes a green lizard creature with the base power and toughness 4/4. Dr. Kirk Connors used lizard DNA to regrow his missing arm, but it didn't stop there. Whoa! Look at this cool Spider-Woman card we got. It's a pretty dookie card. But it's nice looking. Oh, I forgot I unplugged my fucking keyboard. God damn it. Turns out I needed it. Let's try to find her without my keyboard. Spider-Mobile? That's so fire. Man, these cards are worth nothing. We have a lot of these though. Doesn't Windows 11 come pre-installed with those screen keyboards? Does it? I don't know how to do that. Spider-Man India. Hot dog carts 3 cents? Shockers 3 cents? I'm making my fucking money back. On the taskbar. Windows 10. I have Windows 11. Because I was forced to get Windows 11. Don't worry, we'll find her eventually. Sheesh! 6 cents for a Sable. Flash Thompson, 5 cents. Terrific Team Up, 7 cents. Oh my god. Spider Horde, 5 cents. Green Goblin, 5 cents? We're making our money back, boys. 9 cents for Morbius? Oh my god. I'm making money. I'm making big money. Ooh, I want the Mysterio card. I like Mysterio. I'm making this is off going to fund what's it called? The Avatar set. Why is the food token 10 cents? Spider-Man Noir Borderless is really cool, actually. I also want J. Jonah Jameson. Whoa, look at that spot card. Where is this bitch? We're getting close. Here's some of the other Borderless. Did we see her chat? 67 cents? That's not the one I have though. I don't think. I don't think I have the extended art. Oh, here. $1.13, baby. Sheesh. Norman Osborn. It's a cool card. Legendary Norman Osborn can't be blocked. Whenever Norman Osborn deals combat damage to a player, he connives. And for one colorless, a blue, a black, and a red, you can transform Norman Osborn and activate only as a sorcery. Whoa, you can turn him into the Green Goblin. Yes, the Green Goblin is Flying and Menace. Spells you cast from the graveyard cost 2 less to cast. That's pretty cool. And Goblin Formula. Each non-land card in your graveyard has Mayhem, which means you can cast it from the graveyard. That's pretty neat. And then we got an island. I might make a Spider-Man Commander deck just because I like Spider-Man. I don't know who I'm gonna use though. We'll have to see. Human Citizen. You'll never believe who I saw swing by this morning. And then just a treasure. We already seen Selfless Police Captain. Unstable Experiment. Romantic Rendezvous. Professional It's not Bonesaw! Bonesaw is ready! Speaking of professional wrestlers, Pokemon did a rare W recently. They apparently sponsored in Mexico a real wrestling event and had the fucking luchadors and shit dress up as Pokemon, which is really cool. One of the luchadors was the new Mega Hachula, and then the other one was Machamp. That shit was kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, I love this song from No More Heroes. This song's so good. When this creature enters, create a treasure token. And this creature can't be blocked by more than one creature. Any of you, one-on-one. No one can stay in the ring for 3 minutes with me. Crusher Hogan. He's not Bonesaw, bro. Scorpion Sting we saw. Mob Lookout. I just realized you can't see me bobbing up and down. Mob Lookout. When this creature enters, target creature you control connives. Hurry up before the bug gets here. From Hammerhead. Bagel and Schmear. Schmear? Schmear. I think it's Schmear. Share. For 1, by tapping it and spending 1 white, you can sacrifice this artifact to put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature and draw a card. And then Nosh. For 2 colorless and tapping it, you can sacrifice this artifact and you gain 3 life and draw a card. No fight in New York was more vicious than the battle over who made the best bagels. We got another Masked Meower. Spider-Girl, Legacy Hero. Sheesh. Wood. During your turn, Spider-Girl is flying. When Spider-Girl leaves the battlefield, create a 1/1 green and white human creature citizen token. On Earth 982, Mayday, Parker, the first child of Peter and Mary Jane, continues her father's legacy. We got the Daily Bugle! That's fire! I fucks with that. You can tap it to add a colorless, or you can spend a colorless and tap to add 1 mana of any color, and Smear Campaign. For 1 colorless and tapping it, target legendary creature gains menace until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. That is so cute. Known as New York's finest newspaper, the Daily Bugle takes pride in always being fair and impartial. Manga Kira Komesa Mesa. Heroes Hangout. Sorcery. Choose one. Date night. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them. Until the end of your next turn, you may play this card. Patrol night. 1 or 2 target creatures you get each get +1/+0 and gain first strike until end of turn. Parker Luck. Fire ass card. At the beginning of each end step, 2 target players each reveal the top card of their library. They each lose life equal to its mana value of the card revealed by the other player. They then each put the card they revealed into their hand. Things have gotta go my way eventually, right? That's really funny. That's a fun card. Oh, we got a Masked Meower foil. I'll keep that one and get rid of the other one. And then we just got a Plains. Manga Kira Komesa Mesa. So let me look for that other cat. While I'm doing this, today was not off to a great start, folks. Nothing too bad happened. It's just, I ordered food today, and I got delivered the wrong food. Like, just completely the wrong food. You know that Spider-Man meme where he takes off the mask and he's looking at his new Venom suit and he's like, this is something else. That's what happened to me this morning. I was very upset. That's why stream is so late. I was literally just waiting until I was going to eat breakfast because I knew I was going to be handling cards today. I didn't want to touch it with gross breakfast fingers. White girl problems. I guess. I was very upset by that. I was like, man. And I got a couple of other stories to... And then we got a couple of other stories I can tell you, but once we start hitting cards once we start getting towards the middle and we keep getting repeat cards, I can start telling you. Subway Trade, we already got that one. Merciless Enforcers, we got that. Spider-Man the Web Slinger, the OG, baby. Web Slinging. For one white, you may cast this. You can just cast him for 1 white as long as you bounce something. Nothing like a little crime fighting before class. We got another whoosh. Stegron the Dinosaur Man. This guy looks cool. He has Menace and Dinosaur Formula. For 1 red and 1 colorless, you can discard this card until end of turn. Target creatures you control gets +3 and +1 and becomes a dinosaur in addition to all its other types. It is my intention to return the dinosaur to his rightful place as masters of this earth. Cool. Kapow! Fire ass card name. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It fights target creature and opponent controls. People are in danger. I don't have time for your games. Venomized cat? Sure. Make a Venom deck? That'd be pretty cool. It has Death Touch, and when this creature enters, mill 2 cards. New York City's rat problem disappeared overnight. Vibrant Cityscape, and it's just like a picture of New York. You can tap to sacrifice this land and search your library for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. We got another Living Brain Mechanical Marvel, another Secret Identity. Ooh! Web Warriors. We saw this card a little... Actually, where was it? It wasn't too far back, was it? I remember seeing it. What not having a keyboard does to a motherfucker. What the fuck is this? There it is. 8 cents. Sheesh. 8 doubloons. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Whoa! Immediate back-to-back full arts. Did we pass Spider-Punk? Where was that guy? Where was Spider-Punk? My name is Obi. Obi Brown. God, that movie is so good. If you, for whatever reason, have not done yourself the favor of watching Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse, right? Those are probably my two favorite movies just of all time at this point. Before those movies came out, I probably would have told you like Back to the Future. I super love Back to the Future. Where was Obi Brown? My name is Obi. Obi Brown. I watched Across the Spider-Verse like 3 or 4 times in theaters. That movie is just that good. Those movies are so fucking good, man. And his name is Miles Morales. I guess we didn't see Obi. It's really fucking good. I guess we didn't. So let's go. Just keep going. Parker Look is 20 cents. What the heck? Sorry, I thought I saw Obi Brown. You just watched Guardians 3? Guardians 3 was pretty good. I don't think it was like amazing or anything like that. I still think the first Guardians is my favorite one, but Guardians 3 is very good. Oh, I want Carnage. Carnage is my favorite Spider-Man villain. Carnage is just fucking awesome. No, that's not the right Spider-Punk. Where is the Spider-Punk? Does this card not exist? What the fuck? Where's this card? They just got more cliche and sellout-y the more movies that went on. I think compared to the rest of Marvel, that is not true. That trilogy compared to the rest of Marvel stands very strong. You want to talk about sellout-y? Fucking Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. That movie was the biggest disappointment since my son. And plus, to be fair, the only reason the third one was the way that it was is because, what's his name? James Gunn? He didn't know that Gamora was gonna die in Endgame and stuff. So when they killed her off in that, he was like, what the fuck? I have another movie. Why can't I find the Spider-Punk card? Am I dumb? Mantis should have died first. I like Mantis. And I like her relationship with Quill. I think it's cute that they're kind of siblings. And they do kind of sibling things sometimes. But 3 was still very good. I liked Rocket's story. Rocket was my favorite Guardian too, so. Am I blind? Where the fuck is this Spider-Punk card? It's this. This is the card we're looking for. Here's a Spider-Punk, but it's not the right one. That's another Spider-Punk, but that's also... Oh, here. $6! Hey! He has Riot, and other spiders you control have Riot, and spells and abilities can't be countered. What the fuck? Damage can't... That's crazy! Spells and abilities can't be countered, and damage can't be prevented. You are getting a sleeve, Mr. O.B. Brown. He didn't like Nebula? What the hell's wrong with Nebula? We got Shocker, but in foil. And we got a Swamp. My name is Obi Brown. I was talking to a friend that I haven't talked to in a long time. Like, I don't know what made her reach out to me. I was kind of wanting to ask, like, it's been like a year. But I also didn't want to, like, be weird or rude or whatever. But she just reached out to me and I was like, oh, okay. And then I forgot how we got on the topic, but we started talking about movies. And I was like, yeah, sorry, instead of going to... Oh, we were talking about the Demon Slayer movie. And I was like, yeah, I didn't see it. She was like, what? Why not? And I was like, well, 2 reasons. 1, I didn't have anyone to go with. And 2, I'm not caught up to Demon Slayer. And then I was like, instead, I went to go watch... What's it called? Jaws instead for its 50th anniversary. And I was like, that movie's still really fucking good. And she was like, never seen it. And I was like, you have to watch Jaws. Holy shit. Another Starling, another Doc Ock. Her whole personality is being cool and yelling, but she's all in love with Star-Lord. No! It sounds like someone didn't watch the second movie. Grow extra arms. This spell costs 1 less to cast if a target is a spider. Target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. I created that potion to rob me of my spider powers. I wanted it to change me forever, but not like this. Not like this! Risky research. Because her whole character arc in the second movie is she goes from absolutely hating her sister and wanting to kill her to her whole motive was only being wishing she had a family instead of, you know, Thanos and Gamora, where, you know, they were pit against each other, and instead of wanting a rival, she wanted just a sister, someone in that hellhole to connect to be able to connect to. The Guardians movies are good. Surveil 2, then draw 2 cards. You lose 2 life. Though others fear radiation, I alone am able to make it my servant. Oh, cool. It's that one Spider-Man comic, Eerie Gravestone. No, that's One Piece. Demon Slayer just had a movie called Infinity Castle come out. That's where people, that's the movie people got, that's where people got pissed on. That's the movie people got pissed on. Because the only person she connected to was Gamora, and then Gamora ended up dying. So, you know, she still didn't really like all the other Guardians. But she also didn't hate them. That's like if you had a friend and they had their own group of friends, and you only hang out with that one friend because they're your only friend, and then that friend dies, and now you're stuck with that other friend group, where you're kind of like, well, all right. When this artifact enters, draw a card. You can tap for 1 colorless and 1 black. You can sacrifice this artifact to mill 4 cards. You may put a creature card from among them into your hand. You've murdered a mask, but you haven't murdered a man, Peter Parker. But yeah, people got pissed on in the Demon Slayer movie. News helicopter. Flying, and when this creature enters, create a 1/1 green and white human citizen creature token. Come on, we can't let Parker get all the shots of Spider-Man. Spider-Man no more. There are no more heroes. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature is a citizen with base power and toughness of 1/1. It is defender and loses all other abilities. Being Spider-Man has brought me nothing but unhappiness. And for what? Flying octopus. It has flying, and whenever another villain you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. This ability triggers once each turn. Wow. How many helping hands do you need, Doc? Whoa, this guy's cool. Spider Slayer. Hatred Home. I don't know, I don't watch Demon Slayer. I'm not a big fan. I think the plot is kind of boring. I don't like any of the main characters. That's pretty much. I think the art is pretty, and that's it. Legendary artifact creature. Whenever Spider Slayer deals damage to a spider, destroy that creature. That's crazy. For 6 colorless, exile this card from your graveyard. Create 2 tapped 1/1 colorless robot artifact creature tokens with flying. With each attempt on Spider-Man's life, my father came closer to ending the menace. It is my pleasure to finish the job. The Spot's Portal. God, the second movie made the Spot so fucking cool. Put target creature on the bottom of its owner's library. You lose 2 life unless you control a villain. You've been working too hard, Spider-Man. I think you deserve a little vacation, somewhere you won't be so in the way. Mary Jane Watson. Shout out to that comic book where Mary Jane Watson wears Black Cat's suit to surprise Peter because he was like in the hospital for some reason. And they talk about how the suit is too tight for Mary. That shit's fired. You know what's really funny? Can I digress about something? That friend I was talking to about how she's never seen Jaws, and I was like, how have you never seen the movie that created the summer blockbuster? That is crazy to me. She loves superheroes, right? So, Spider-Man. So one time, this was a long time ago, she like posted something about her boyfriend, and she used a comic book panel from Spider-Man where Black Cat kisses Spider-Man. And now I had just seen a video explaining like the relationship dynamics between Black Cat and Spider-Man, because I don't read comics. So I just watched a video about that, and I recognized that panel, and I was like, wait. And I literally DM'd her this when I saw that story. I was like, wait, isn't this the panel where Black Cat, immediately after making out with Peter, Black Cat finds out that Peter's a high schooler and then throws up immediately afterward? And then she was like, oh my god, you're right. And I thought it was just really fucking funny, man. Like, that's crazy. You do this thing and try to be all romantic, and then it turns out that the actual full context is not that at all. Funny times. Whenever a spider you control enters, you draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Charismatic and confident, Mary Jane was born for the limelight. We got a Stegron the Dinosaur Man, but foil. And we got the Savage Mansion. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's a dual land. Exotic trophies from victorious hunts adorn the walls of the Kravnoff estate. From Craven the Hunter. Let me go find Dragon real quick. Yeah, on Thursday, I worked like actually 4 hours. And we'll continue talking about that some other time. We got more packs to open. Spider, just token spider, nothing crazy. Guy in the chair, Venom's Hunger, City Pigeon, Beetle, Legacy Criminal, Electro Bolt. This one's new. Electro Bolt deals 4 damage to target creature and has Mayhem. Hey Max, while you're at it, do you mind charging my phone? Oh, Spider-Man. Oscorp Research Team. For 6, Jesus Christ, for 6 colorless and a blue, so for 7 mana, you can draw 2 cards. Who thought this was a good idea? Norman Osborn relentlessly pursues success, and he demands everyone in his employ do the same. That's a shitty card. Scout the City. Shriek Troublemaker. No, that's a fucking ass card. Like, I love Spider-Man, but that's a shitty card. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may discard a card. When you do, target creature can't block this turn. Sonic Blast. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, Shriek deals 1 damage to that player. This card also sucks. Exposure to the Dark Force dimension left Francis Barrison craving chaos and carnage. Ezekiel Sims, Spider Totem. He has Reach, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, target spider you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. For all his wealth and power, there is a fear deep inside Ezekiel that spurs him to train others. Wisecrack! Target creature deals damage equal to its power to itself. Okay. If that creature is attacking, Wisecrack deals 2 damage to the creature's controller. I support your right to bear arms, Grizzly, but this is getting ridiculous. I hate it. Hide on the ceiling. Exile X target artifacts and/or creatures. Return the exiled cards to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of your next end step. Peter, is that you? Could have sworn I heard that boy moving around up here. With great power comes great recapability. Enchantment. Enchant creature you control. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each aura and equipment attached to it. All damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to enchanted creature instead. There must always come great responsibility. Web shooters! This is what they called me when I first learned how to masturbate. Okay, sorry. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has reach, and whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature an opponent controls. Equip 2. It costs 2 to equip. A spider needs a web. This little device should do just the trick. I'll fasten 1 to each arm. It'll operate by the slightest pressure of any finger. Unless you're Toby Magoober, then it just comes out of you. And then we got another mention. There goes Spider-Man. I don't know if you can tell. I grew up watching the Toby Magoober Spider-Man. My mom loves Tobey Maguire. And, you know, Spider-Man is a superhero for kids, so... Merciless Enforcers, Spider-Man Web Slinging, Whoosh, Strigan the Dinosaur Man, Kapow, Lurking Lizards, Mob Knockout, Bagel and Schmear. Wow, these are all repeats. Oh, never mind. Scorpion, Seething Striker. He has Death Touch, and at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, target creature you control connives. The Scorpion is a natural predator of the spider, and so MacGargan hunts. Ooh, we got Silk. She's cool. I've seen some hot Silk cosplayers. Don't ask where. She has Web Slinging, so you can play her for 1 colorless, a green, and a white. And whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 green and white human citizen creature token. And then for 3 colorless, a green, and a white, creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain vigilance until end of turn. We got a foil Mob's Lookout. Ooh, Ominous Asylum. It's a dual land. We believe each patient has their own unique path to healing. Cool. Alright, I gotta go find my other mob lookout real quick. Okay, yeah. So the reason I didn't work on Thursday until like 1 p.m. is because our company got hacked. So they were like, nobody use your computers, don't log on, you're not allowed to do anything. So when I get there at 8 a.m., they're like, don't do anything. And I'm like, okay. And then at around 10, we get word from the higher ups. They're like, hey, your people can leave as long as they don't go too far, because we'll need them back at like noon or 1. And I was like, we're like sick. So we went to the mall because it was really close. But everything's closed until 11. So we fucked around for an hour, and then we went to the mall, looked at some stuff. I got some Mrs. Fields, and then we went to Dave & Buster's. Craven's Cats. Did we see this? Did we see this foil? Or no? I'm dumb. For 2 colorless and a green, this creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. This time, the hunter shall get his prey with the aid of my 2 little pets. We got Venom! We can make a Venom deck! Venom! He has Death Touch, and for 2 colorless and a black, exile this card from your graveyard. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on each target creature. It gains Death Touch until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. We like seeing fear in our victims' eyes. Venom is cool, man. Venom is so cool. Web up. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. Courtesy of friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Mysterio's Phantasm. Unfortunately, no Mysterio. Again, I really like Mysterio. For no real reason, I just think he's cool. Flying and Vigilance, and whenever this creature attacks, mill a card. Mysterio's greatest talent was the ability to instill doubt in one's own senses. See, I don't know, that's just so cool. I love Mysterio. I think Mysterio is really cool. It might just be a nostalgic thing, because I think he was my favorite when I was a kid. Just because he looked goofy. Raging Goblinoids. They have haste and mayhem, as if one goblin was bad enough. Sun Spider, Nimble Webber. I don't know who the hell this is. Never heard of this guy before in my life. During your turn, Sun Spider is flying. When Sun Spider enters, search your library for an aura or enchant or equipment card. Reveal it and put it in your hand, then shuffle. Breaking expectations and enjoying it. Ooh, we got the Scarlet Spider. That's cool. He has Menace, and when Scarlet Spider enters, you may discard a card. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on him. And he has Mayhem. Those who cross Cade are forever marked. Yes! Oh, I can make a J. Jonah Jameson deck! When J. Jonah Jameson enters, suspect up to 1 target creature. A suspected creature has Menace and can't block. Whenever a creature you control with Menace attacks, create a treasure token. The photos are garbage, Smoker! I'll buy them all! I love J. Jonah Jameson. Ooh, we got a foil Lurking Lizards. And my favorite exotic area, a university campus. Truly the best fantasy. It's a tap land. It's a dual land. The students and faculty of Empire State University are the forefront of scientific research and related pursuits. Kick it, the mixed funk mix. Damn. Kick it. Face down. So yeah, we fucked around at Dave & Buster's for a while, and that's when my friend that I don't talk to very often texted me, and I was like, what the heck? I thought it would be, at first I thought it was my boss. I was like, oh, I guess it's time to start heading back. Because they asked him to let me know when, whenever we come back online. And he was like, alright, I'll let you know. And then, yeah, we just had a delightful conversation. That's it for that. I forgot. Dude, I can't believe people just like don't watch movies. Like, how have you not seen Jaws? Or Back to the Future? Like, those are classics. Then again, she was referencing a lot of stuff I didn't understand. Mostly musical artists. And I was like, what are you talking about? She said something about Megan Thee Stallion, and I was like, all I know about Megan Thee Stallion is that she twerked with She-Hulk. That's the extent of my knowledge of who she is. The mix, funk mix. Down, kick it, face down. By the way, I don't know if this is important, but I just think it's cute that the person who uploaded the No More Heroes 2 soundtrack I'm listening to, their profile picture is Neptunia. So, shout out Neptunia. We got another professional wrestler, Scorpion Sting, Wild Pack. Ooh, this one's new. Doc Ock, Sinister Scientist. Not foil. I don't know why I was moving him around like he was. As long as there are 8 or more cards in your graveyard, Doc Ock has a base power and toughness of 8/8. That's pretty good. As long as you control another villain, Doc Ock has hexproof. You dared to mock me before. Where are your taunts now, Spider-Man? We already got Taxi Driver. We already got Galleon Citizen, Oscorp Researcher, Robotics Mastery. Ooh, Wraith. Vicious Vigilante. Double Strike and Fear Gas. Wraith can't be blocked. Using tech impounded from her various arrests, Captain Yuri Watanabe took the law into her own hands. Cool. Oh! Rhino. Expensive ass fucking card. What is that? 7 mana? 2, 4, 5. Yeah, 7. He has Vigilance, Trample, and Haste, and whenever Rhino attacks, if you've cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, this turn you draw a card. I'm Rhino. I knock things down. That's what I do. That's who I am. Well, at least he knows who he is. Peter Parker's camera. That's cute. I like that. This artifact enters with 3 film counters on it. For 2 colorless and tapping it, you could remove a film counter from this artifact to copy and activate or trigger an ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. How does Parker get these close-ups? Shadow of the Goblin. Coward. We have a new world to conquer. Unreliable Visions. At the beginning of your first main phase, discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Undying Vengeance. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, this enchantment deals 1 damage to each opponent. It's time, Harry. Take the mask and avenge me. Ooh! Foil Maximum Carnage. It's a saga, so I can use it in my Yuna the Grand Summoner deck until your next turn. Each creature attack for level 1. Until your next turn, each creature attacks each combat if able, and attacks a player other than you if able. For 2, you can level 2, you add 3 mana, 3 red, and then at 3, this saga deals 5 damage to each opponent. Pretty cool. And we got a Forest, which isn't super expensive. That's nice. Spider-Man, Brooklyn Visionary. Our first Miles card. Commander, I should say. Web slinging, so instead of the original cost, you can pay 2 colorless and a green. And when Spider-Man enters, search your library for a basic land card and put it on the battlefield tapped and then shuffle. Nothing like a little crime fighting after class. Oh, that's so cute. They have the same text. That's pretty cute. Inner Demon Gangsters. Can you guys hear like the leaf blower that is fucking being blasted? Oh my god, what is that? What the fuck? Can you guys hear that? If you can, I gotta go close the window. Even though it's gonna start getting really hot in here. Inner Demon Gangsters. Discard a card. This creature gets +1/+0 and gains menace until end of turn. Alright, Jesus Christ, the thing is so loud. My mic says it's not picking it up, but I don't know if it picks up when I talk. Anyway, I got word that... What the fuck is going on out there? Hang on. I just closed my window. I got word, by the way, that I have to hard stop stream at 1. My mom needs me to take her to the dentist, so... Unfortunately, we're probably not going to get through all these packs. So, we're going to have to hard stop at 1, and then she needs me to go again and pick her up at, like, 2, so... Unfortunately, that's going to have to be the end of stream. Not yet, but once that hits, which is pretty sad. Because I want to do these cards. Reaper, Reaper, that's what people call me. Why? Because... Oh, we got the Prowler! I am the lives you... Well, not yet. It's only 12:30. Man, is that a fact? Well, you're a goddamn Philistine. Sorry. He has Menace, and whenever another villain you control enters, Prowler connives. It's nothing personal, kid. It's just money. Superior foes of Spider-Man? Sheesh. That's fire. Well, you're a goddamn Philistine. They have Trample, and whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, you may exile the top card of your library. If you do, you may play that card until you exile another card with this creature. Boomerang managed to assemble a squad that really wasn't all that sinister, and certainly wasn't all that six. That's cute. We have Spider-Man India. He has Web Slinging and Pavitir's Seva. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a +1/1 counter on target creature you control. He gains flying until end of turn. That's why I do what I do. For my people. Villainous Wrath. Reaper's got your name. Target opponent loses life equal to the number of creatures they control. Now that's pretty... This is a pretty solid card. Then destroy all creatures. That's a nice card. You fool. You thought you had won? And then we got a non-foil Maximum Carnage. Get out of here. Vulture, Scheming Scavenger. I don't think we pulled him, but now he's foil. I'm a pure girl. Boys cannot crack this oyster shell. So sorry. Flying. Whenever I just really like this song. Whenever Vulture attacks, other villains you control gain flying until end of turn. For all that web slinging, Spider-Man, you seldom look up. And then we got a foil Savage Mansion. So 2 foils. Nothing too crazy though. I mean that black card was really nice. Good removal if you're playing against a Horde deck. For extra arms, Risky Research, City Pigeon, Criminal, Shock, Spider Islanders. Look at this thing. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I'm so glad that happened too. It's not, I wouldn't say No More Heroes is a niche game, but it's definitely not popular enough for a lot of the people I watch to have played it. You know what I mean? I don't even think Snuffy finished it. Not that I watch Snuffy, but just as an example. Don't look at this thing. Don't look at this. This is different. Don't worry about that. They have Mayhem 1 or Mayhem, and we've done it, Professor Warren. The glorious metamorphosis of Manhattan has begun. Why? 'Cause they all die when I sing I am alive. That is the one who guarded my car. Ooh, Craven. And it's not Snuffy. It is a prototype Tanuki Neat plush I ordered, but they messed it up. And for some reason, it looks like this. Which is, like, that's crazy. What? He has vigilance and top of the food chain. Kraven's power is equal to the greatest mana value among permanents you control. The hunter seeks only the greatest prey. Only Spider-Man's death will quench Kraven's thirst for glory. Oh, me! Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. If it's a spider, put a 1/1 counter on it. I've cooked your favorite breakfast, PD. Wheat cakes. Ooh, Spider piloted by Penny. It's a nice art. I know it's spider, but Spider is just why I'm gonna pronounce it because there's no Y. It has vigilance, and when Spider enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. That's pretty cool. Oh, we got the spot! Look at how cool that looks. When the spot When the spot enters, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent and up to 1 target non-land permanent card from a graveyard. When the spot dies, put him on the bottom of his owner's library. If you do, return the exiled cards to their owner's hand. Dr. Jonathan Owen had no problem breaking laws, physical or otherwise. Oh, we got a foil Spider Islanders. And a spoil suburban... wow. A foil Suburban Sanctuary. Can't fucking read. This one feels thick! What the hell? This is where I'm gonna get that, what, $2,000 Soulstone card? I don't even think I can pull it without it being a collector box, but... Wild Pack, Doc Ock, Taxi Driver, Subway Train, Merciless Enforcers, Spider-Bot, Pumpkin Bombardment, Spectacular Tactics. Choose one. You can put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control and it gains Hexproof until end of turn, or destroy target creature with a power 4 or greater. Not bad, kid, but you've got a lot to learn. Another Prowler. Sudden Strike. Oh my god, the 2 baddies. I probably shouldn't say that. I don't know much about Silk. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Sometimes 1 decisive blow is all it takes to turn a fight around. Black Cat's bad though. Web Warriors. This is cool. It's a neat card. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. Together, this group of amazing friends join forces to mend the severed skeins across time and space. Peter Luck, Foil Guy in the Chair, and an Ominous Asylum. So let's go get my non-foil guy in the chair and get that guy out of here. I have a lot of cards. You know what, I'll just do that later. No sense wasting time when we're on a clock. We got another Venom, another Web, Mysterio, Angry Rabble, Venomized Cat, Gallant Citizen, Wraith, Damage Control Crew. When this creature enters, choose one. You can either repair to return a target creature with mana value 4 or greater from your graveyard to your hand, or impound to exile a target artifact or enchantment. We got 2 hours until Spidey's webbing dissolves. I need engineers on site now. Oh, cool. We got Spider-Man Noir. Voiced by Nick Cage. He has Menace, and whenever a creature you control attacks alone, put a 1/1 counter on it. Then Surveil X, where X is the number of counters on it. Whoa! I got the Reanimate! Isn't that quite a pretty penny? I didn't think I could pull the comic ones on a normal box. What the fuck? That's so cool looking. I know it's just a comic, but still. Apparently it's not. $32,000! I should probably look up the reanimate later when I actually have access to a keyboard. I'll look it up later. Yeah, it's the Soul Storm. Yeah, it's the Soul Stone. I'll look up the reanimate later, but that's really cool. It's a nice looking card. Oh, we got Sandman. I like Sandman too, he's neat. Well, then it'd have to be up here because the wire doesn't reach down here. Sleeve it, you mean? I probably should sleeve it, huh? I didn't know you could get comic. I thought you could only get the comic book cards from the collector's sets. That's really cool. So Sandman's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. That's pretty cool. And Spider-Man can't be blocked. Sandman can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. And for 3 colorless and 2 green, you can return this card. You can return this card and target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. That's pretty nice. That's not a bad card. Ooh, we got Miles Morales. When Miles Morales enters, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures, and for 3 colorless, a red, a green, and a white, you can transform Miles Morales and to activate as a sorcery. You can't call yourself Spider-Man without taking a leap of faith. It's a lot to live up to, but I'm creating an all-new legacy. That's a pretty nice card, though. Ultimate Spider-Man has First Strike and Haste. Camouflage for 2 colorless. You can put a 1/1 counter on Ultimate Spider-Man. He gains hexproof and becomes colorless until end of turn. Whenever you attack, double the number of each kind of counter on Spider-Man and legendary creatures you control? That's kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy. $15 is pretty good. We got Carnage! We got foil Carnage! Woo! I love Carnage. He's my favorite. He's just awesome. He has Trample, and when Carnage enters, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains this creature attacks each combat if able. And when this creature deals combat damage to a player, sacrifice it. And he has Mayhem. And we got a Plains. I'm hyped. That was a cool... We're getting some good packs. Like I said, Carnage is my favorite just because he's an actually fucking... He's just an actual menace to society. And I really like him. Pictures of Spider-Man! When this artifact enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal up to 2 creature cards from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest of the bottom of your library in a random order. And then you can pay 1 and tap it to sacrifice this artifact to create a treasure token. School days. You can choose one. You can either do homework to draw 3 cards, or fight crime to counter target spell and draw a card. This is a pretty good card. Peter possesses a brilliant scientific mind. It's a shame he can't grasp being on time. Ooh, Tombstone. When Tombstone enters, return target villain card from your graveyard to your hand. Villain spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. I told you years ago, stay out of my way and you'll live a long, long time. That was good advice then, and it's good advice now. Spider Sense. It's the scene from the fucking Tobey Maguire. It has web slinging, so you can pay to cast it for 1, and counter target instant spell, sorcery spell, or triggered ability. My Spider Sense, it's tingling. Something's behind me. Doc Ock's Tentacle Foil. Whenever a creature you control with mana value of 5 or greater enters, you may attach this equipment to it. Wow, for free? Equipped creature gets +4/+4. Once powerful tools of science, Dr. Otto Octavian's mechanical arms became his most formidable weapon. And this is a 1 cost! That sounds pretty good on a cool mountain. I like these full arts. Those are really nice looking. This bottom half of this box has been given some bangers. I just need to pull a Mysterio and my dream pull is complete. Spider-Rex, Common Thug, Daily Bugle Reporters. When this creature enters, you can choose one. You can either choose Puff Piece to put a +1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures, or Investigative Journalism to return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Passenger Ferry. From the Tom Holland. When this vehicle attacks, you may pay a blue. When you do, another target attacking creature can't be blocked this turn. That's pretty cool. Staten Island in peril? Give me an hour. Shock. Spider-Man. These are all cards we've seen. Ooh, Chameleon, Master of Disguise. You may have Chameleon enter as a copy of a creature you control, except his name is Chameleon, Master of Disguise, and as Mayhem too. Or as Mayhem. When you have a lovely face. Mind if I borrow it? Ooh, Symbiote Spider-Man. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, look at that many cards from the top of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. And then you can find a new host. For 2 colorless and a blue and a black, you can exile this card from your graveyard. Put a +1/1 counter on target creature you control, and it gains this card's abilities. Activate only as a sorcery. That's pretty cool. Ooh. Foil Spider-Man in an ominous asylum. Ooh. That's such a fire copy. That is so good. Wait a second. How can you be the real Spider-Man? I'm the real Spider-Man. That's such a good copy. Got another Venom, another Web Up, another Mysterio, another Rabble, another Kraven, another Masked. Ooh, Kraven's Last Hunt. Apparently this comic run was really good. So, during the first saga, you can mill 5 cards, and when you do, this saga deals damage equal to the greatest power among creatures cards in your graveyard to target creature. For 2, on its second, you can target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn, and on the third, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. It's pretty cool. Foil Venom Cat. And Sinister Hideout. It's just a dual land. It says, under the sea it stands, the hidden headquarters of the Master Planner and his band of strangely garbed criminals. Pretty cool. Nothing too crazy in that pack. Kapow. Swarm. Being of Bees. He has Flash and Flying and Mayhem. Evil never dies. It just becomes bees. What the fuck? That's really funny. Every villain is a lemon. Spider Bite. Web Warden. When Spider Bite enters, return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. What better place for a virtual spider than a worldwide web? Alright. Web crawl. When this enchantment enters, create a 2/1 green spider creature token with reach. Then you gain 1 life for each spider you control. Spiders you control get +1/+1 and can't be blocked by creatures with Defender. With the proportionate strength and stickiness of a spider, Spider-Man can scale skyscrapers with ease. Another Spider-Man India. Ooh, we got 2099. Miguel O'Hara. From the future. You can't cast Spider-Man 2099 during your first, second, or third turns of the game. That's actually really funny. Yeah. Spider Tribal, what are you gonna do? Oh well. Double Strike and Vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, if you've played a land or cast a spell this turn from anywhere other than your hand, Spider-Man 2099 deals damage equal to his power to any target. Oh, we got Spider-Ham too! When Spider-Ham enters, create a food token. Animal Mayhem. Other spiders, boars, bats, bears, birds, cats, dogs, frogs, jackals, lizards, mice, otters, rabbits, raccoons, rats, squirrels, turtles, and wolves you control get +1/+1. Ooh, a foil Spider Slayer. Suburban Sanctuary, and I didn't remove the treasure token. Yeah, that's fair. There's not a lot of build crafting you can do with this set, it feels. But as someone who's new to Magic, I do not mind that, because I don't even build crafts to begin with, so... Ooh, Sandman's Quicksand. Mayhem, and all creatures get -2/-2 until the end of turn. If this spell's Mayhem cost was paid, creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 until end of turn instead. We got the Spider-Mobile! It has trample, and whenever this vehicle attacks or blocks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each spider you control. With Johnny Storm's help, Spider-Man took an all-terrain vehicle to the next level. Ooh! Multiversal Passage. It's a nice card. As this land enters, choose a basic land type. Then you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. This land is the chosen type. That's pretty cool. Spots Portal, but foil. And a mountain. This card feels thick too. Matana. Ah, I dropped the piece. Professional Wrestler, Scorpion Sting, Spider-Man Web Slinger, Doc Ock, Subway Train, Vibrant, Cityscape, Masked Meower, Spectacular Tactics, Daily Bugle, it's a land, we'll put it here. Vulture Scheming Scavenger, Molten Man, Inferno Incarnate. When Molten Man enters, search your library for a basic mountain card, put it into the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. Molten Man gets +1/+1 for each mountain you control. Molten Man leaves the battlefield, sacrifice a land. Is this it? Is this the end of Spider-Man? Another Norman Osborn. A foil Angry Rabble. And a forest. Boom. Ooh, Hobgoblin. He has flying and haste, and whenever you discard a card, Hobgoblin gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Alrighty, let's see who's behind that mask this time. Kingsley, is that you? Aranya, Heart of the Spider. No way, Aranya. Whenever you attack, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature. Whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library, and you may play this card that turn. We got Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider. He has Web Slinging, Trample, and Sensational Save. If Scarlet Spider was cast using Web Slinging, he enters with X, +1/+1 counters on him, where X is the mana value of the returned creature. That's pretty good. Terrific team up, foil. Ooh, and a foil planes. Aranya. Web Up, Mysterious Phantasm, Angry Rabble, Craven's Cats, Swarm of Bees, Pumpkin Bombardment, Scout the City, Spider-Bot, Molten Man, Inferno Incarnate, Flash Thompson Spider-Fan, Vulture Scheming Scavenger, Doc Ock's Tentacles, Foil Hot Dog card, sheesh, and Sinister Hideout. We're actually getting close to the bottom with me speedrunning these now. Boom. Craven's Cats. Swarm Being of Bees. Thwip. Amazing Acrobatics. Choose one or both. You can counter a target spell and tap one or two target creatures. Hey, who added these deadly laser beams? Rude. Ooh, we got Spider-Gwen. I want Gwenum. That card looks cool too. She has reach, and whenever Spider-Gwen becomes tapped, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. At the edge of the Spider-Verse, a Gwen Stacy becomes a hero. Mechanical Mobster, Spectacular Tactics, Pumpkin Bombardment, Sandman's Quicksand, Shriek Troublemaker, Spider-Mobile. This is a different Kraven the Hunter than we got last time. Trample, and whenever a creature an opponent controls with the greatest power among creatures that player controls dies, draw a card and put a 1/1 counter on Kraven the Hunter. I have found honor, not in the civilized, but in the primal. Foil Skyward Spider. And a cool island. I really like the full arts. They're really nice. I just think they're so cute. They're just made in the web. Bugle Reporters, Passenger Ferry, Electro Bolt, Spider Rex, Common Crook, Vibrant Cityscape, Mob Lookout, Bagel and Schmear. Ooh! Oh no, Alien Symbiosis we got. Spider UK, Spider-Man Noir, the Soul Stone! Not the really expensive one, but we got a Soul Stone. I think even base Soul Stone goes for a lot, right? Or am I tripping? No, I don't think base Soul Stone goes for that much, actually. Oh no! $60?! Holy shit! What the fuck? Sleeve that. It has Indestructible, and you can tap it to add a black, and you can pay 6 and a black to tap it to exile a creature you control to harness the Soul Stone. Once harnessed, its Infinity ability is activated. And its Infinity ability, at the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's fucking crazy. Inner Demons and a Swamp. What the fuck? I just got a crazy ass fucking Soulstone card. No wonder it's $60. That shit's nuts. Sorry, I was just trying to see what other cards we... Norman Osborn's pretty decently priced too. Yeah, I think that one might be a 1/1, maybe. That's why it might be so fucking expensive. It's a legendary artifact. It's a cosmic foil. I don't know what cosmic foil means, but it's a cosmic foil. Dog Ock, Romancing Rendezvous, Professional Wrestler, Spider Manifestation, Hot Dog, Terrific Team Up, Morbius, Silver Sable, Scarlet Spider, Cheering Crowd. This is new. At the beginning of each player's first main phase, that player may put a 1/1 counter on this creature. If they do, they add a colorless for each counter on it. That's pretty good. We love you, Spider-Man. Foil Rearing Goblins. Raging Goblins. Cool plans. And I forgot to get rid of the token. Hang on, we might be able to finish the box before we gotta go. Speed run. No witty or funny commentary, just go. Swarm, the Whip, Amazing Acrobatics, Spider-Gwen, Guy in the Chair, Venom's Hunger, Mechanical Monster, Scout the City, Chameleon, Spider Suit, this is new. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and is a spider hero in addition to its other types. Nothing beats the classic look. Supportive Parents. Tap 2 untapped creatures you control, add 1 mana of any color. That's pretty good. Te amamos, mijo. Multiversal Passage. As this land, we already saw this, but this is not the full art. Subway Train, foil. Ooh, foil Swamp. Still no Mysterio, though. Well, I can't complain. I got a $60 fucking Soulstone card. Extra Arms, Risky Research, The Whip, Amazing Acrobatics, Spider-Gwen, Lurking Lizards, Venomized Cat, Vibrant, Madam Web Clairvoyant. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast spider spells and non-creature spells from the top of your library. That's pretty good. Whenever you attack, you may mill a card. Green Goblin, Costume Closet. This artifact enters with two 1/1 counters on it. You can tap it to move a 1/1 counter from this artifact onto target creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. Whenever a modified creature you control leaves the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on this artifact. Ooh, Superior Spider-Man. He has Mind Swap. You may have Superior Spider-Man enter as a copy of any creature card in your graveyard, except his name is Superior Spider-Man, and he's a 4/4 Spider-Man superhero, in addition to his other card types. When you do, exile this card. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I will be Spider-Man. With my unparalleled genius, I shall become the Superior Spider-Man. Otto Octavius. Use helicopter and a university campus. Last set, and then we gotta go. I think that Spider-Man card too, the Superior Spider-Man, I think that one sold for a pretty penny too. Got a funny copy one again. Raven's Cats, Swarm, Spider-Man, Whoosh, Dinosaur, Kapow, Spider Manifestation, Gravestone, Prison Break, Spider-Man Heroic Horde, Parents, Biogenic Carapace. When this equipment enters attached to a target creature you control, a creature gets +2/+2 and has, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card for each modified creature you control. A foil Electro Bolt and a foil Mountain. That's the last card. So here are for sure big pulls. And I can't really complain. These are nice cards. There might be more in here. I'll look at it later in my own time. And you guys will learn. Or I'll post it in Discord. Yeah. You can make some fun stuff with this. I'll try to. I don't know if they're going to be like really good competitively or anything like that, but they're at least going to be fun. Which is all that really matters. And it's Spider-Man! Alright, but I gotta go, chat. Sorry. I did not know this was going to be sprung up onto me. I kind of wish I got an earlier heads up. I just wouldn't have streamed today. I would have saved this for another time. Okay.